What is up, you guys? It is my favorite time of the day. It is late AF, and yes, late AF is my favorite time of the day. I don't need to specify what time it is because it will upset people. I just function at these hours, so welcome to it. If you watched my last vlog prepping for my birthday, something I really wanted to do, and like the whole point of the vlog was to make an aesthetic, motivating vision board, mood board, bucket list board, all of the above. In that vlog I got my necessary equipment to do so, but didn't have time to physically do it, so that's what today's video is. A theme for me recently has been confused, a little down. I don't want to say lost, but just in a very in-between phase in my life. I recently graduated college and I'm currently applying and looking for jobs actively. As I'm beginning this new chapter, this next phase, I've kind of realized that I haven't set very many goals or tangible things for this part of my life. When I was in high school and as a kid, I knew college was my future and what was expected, so I set goals for where I wanted to go to college, things in general I wanted to accomplish, which I've done a lot of and honestly surpassed my expectations in that category, but I haven't really planned for this part of my life. I know one day I want to have a family, and that's a goal, but that's a whole few chapters away. So I need to figure out this chapter, so that's really why I want to do this. I think it'll inspire me, I think it'll motivate me. If the vision boards are cute enough, I might use them as decor in my future apartment. I have my canvases here, they're little squares. I might do one for each area of my life, but that's also kind of extra, so we'll just kind of see how it goes and what images I find. I also bought magazines so that way I can tear out I don't know, different images and words from here. I have some paint, some glue, and just all the things that I would possibly need to make a vision board. I also do feel I'll print things out from online just if I can't find what I need in these two magazines. So I'm gonna first start with writing a list of goals, things I want to accomplish, things I want to, motivating factors going forward. Some of the areas that I'm going to be focusing on are obviously my career, that's really weighing heavy on me right now. Something that I've also trying to prioritize in this chapter of life is my personal life. I think friends are important, I think family is important, I think making time for both of those things is important. My last kind of category is the future, things that I know I want to do one day but don't necessarily have a timeline. Let's just get into it. Alright, and I'm back. I will insert little pictures of my two lists. I made career its own, and then I combined personal and future. You can pause and read the list if you want. As I was making this, I kind of realized a lot of my goals aren't super visual. It's not I want this one thing so I'll put a picture of it on there. It's the idea of something or something I want to feel personally or allow others to feel. I know, corny, but that's really just what matters to me. A couple things to maybe inspire you. Career goals. One day I'd love to own my own business. I'd love to pay off all of my college debt. I want to love what I do. I went to college for product design, so a couple things design related on this list is professionally design and produce a product from start to finish. I also wrote work on an interior design project. With that I also wrote work on an architect project. I also wrote become a mentor to someone. I feel there's no better flattery or just nothing that would make me feel more warm inside than having someone look up to me and want to become mentored by me or want the knowledge that I have on a topic. That's how you really know you've made it. If people are you inspire me, how, just teach me. I wrote become a paid content creator in some capacity. I also wrote have an article written about me. I don't know if that would be in a local newspaper, in a magazine, online. I feel that would be pretty cool too. Alright, on to goals for personal and future. Some of this is just things on my bucket list. The biggest one and obvious thing is one day have a family with kids. That's very far away. Also, maybe more close, still not super close in my opinion, is own a dog. I've never had a pet dog in my life. I have some traveling things on here, like eventually travel to Europe, as well as go sand surfing, go and see the Northern Lights, which I would have to travel to. I also would love to own a mountain home, own a beach house, own a boat. Like those are all like not necessary, but like it would be wonderful to one day do that. I'm not saying all at once. And then there's some simple things like see a shooting star, have an awesome wardrobe, like make family traditions. And then the last thing I wrote kind of as a joke is own everything from Aritzia. If you know, you know. But this gives me a good base of things to start looking for. I did notice in this process I have a lot more career goals than personal goals, and I want to change that. But I'm going to start looking at these magazines and get right to it. We'll see how this goes. I just cut out those magazine clippings. I got a lot of words but not that many visuals, so now I'm going to turn to Pinterest. But honestly, it is getting late, and I do have a busy day tomorrow, so I think I will finish this tomorrow and glue it all together. But we've done a good chunk of the work, and we'll continue to do a good little chunk of the work scrolling on Pinterest. Yeah, we're not done yet. I'm still excited to put it together, but I will see you in a little bit. Alright, what is up, you guys? It is officially the next day. It is also late AF. But would we expect anything else from me at this point? I have all of my little pieces cut up. And this is like the size canvas I'm working with. I wanted it to be small. I was hoping to have like 2 or 3, but these kind of have turned slightly into just like aesthetic boards. They're still very vision based, and I tried not to pin anything that I just liked and that wasn't related to the listed goals that I previously wrote. Let me put you on this thing called rubber cement. I feel like people do not use this enough. Basically, it's glue. Let me make sure mine's still good. But yeah, this is what it looks like. People are like, what the heck? But how it works, it's so easy because it doesn't really create a mess. So I'll put it on the back of my image as well as the back of my canvas and let it dry on both sides, and then you literally just stick it on. It's like dry glue that sticks. Like, it's just phenomenal, okay? I just know this is gonna be a task, so I'm gonna get to it. You guys are gonna see, and hopefully it turns out good. Alright, you guys, and I am done. It definitely took me like a hot minute to get it all like laid out and arranged how I wanted it to, but here it is. I can kind of like walk through it. Basically, like, this is Manhattan, New York. I live there, so that's like really one of the very few things I feel like I've accomplished in life. Obviously I mentioned a dog, the beach. I have this like palm tree and beach scene going on. I have a few like travel destination things. This is like a computer with like a stock market on it. What are the words? The words say elevate everything, and that's just kind of, I don't want to say a motto of mine, but definitely out of all the, like, the clippings that I took, I was just like, wow, this really encompasses an overall like good mood of kind of what I want to do. I think growing up and living life, you really are just elevating everything. You're learning what you like, what you don't, and how to live like your best life, I guess. I also just have some filler things like some words, a dollar sign, because it was really hard for me to find like business oriented things. I also continued it like onto the sides with like some other scenes, a dog. This says exquisite design. As the designer that I am, I thought that was fitting. And then some other ones on this side. Yeah, overall I really like how it turned out. I think it's pretty aesthetic. Like, it's small and I only really had time for one, but I definitely would potentially do more in the future. It also would be really cool to like pour resin over it so that it's not like flappy with the paper, specifically on like the edges, I guess, if that makes sense. But I love how it turned out. I hope this inspired you to either think about your futures and goals and like make things and go after them for yourself, because really this helps me just kind of like put my life into perspective. And right now I'm in this phase of just saying yes to really everything and just putting myself out there. And honestly, like the past, really since graduation, so maybe 4 months, I feel like I've done just that. Even though like career-wise I'm not where I want to be, and I do get down about that, like life-wise I don't think I've been like happier, more fulfilled with myself and my choices. So yeah, I hope that is inspiring, or you enjoyed just like a cute aesthetic video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on all the things at Kinacasto. We've got some more videos coming soon, but I will see you in one of those real soon. Bye.